Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Keedex number K-BXMOR1-10G mortise gate box, mortise lock box for a gate. This is substantially massive. This is a 3 3/4 pound welded gate box for use when installing a mortise lock into a gate assembly or some sort of custom door that you're making. Generally, the people that buy these are people that are manufacturing a custom door, a gate, wrought iron, some sort of decorative situation that needs to incorporate traditional mortise lock hardware. While gate boxes are typically inexpensive, sometimes when they're very involved like this, and quite substantial in terms of the material thickness. This is all steel that's welded together, and you can just see how thick the material is. 3 3/4 pound this weighs. It's items like this get to be not insignificant in cost, but the truth of the matter is there's no substitution in terms of labor time when it comes to just sourcing a box like this out. And Keedex is a full line provider of welded gate boxes. It's kind of the slang that we call them, gate boxes. This model, the BXMOR1-10G, this one is going to be specifically for Schlage L series locks, Sargent 78 and 8200 series locks, Yale 4600, 8600, 8700. Okay, so word to the wise, it's got a hole through the box. Okay. So you'll need to keep that in mind in your final fitting, that you may or may not need to contend with the fact that the hole that would be typically for a cylinder is all the way through this gate. The preparation for the through bolt holes is going to be compatible with those locks listed above. For instance, these two holes are going to be Schlage for sure. Okay. Here's your mortise body prep. The holes are tapped for attaching the mortise body directly to it. So manufacturing something like this is, going to be a couple of pieces of steel that are going to be punched, bent, welded together. I'm just impressed with the good quality fit and fitting that is on this. It's really well done, is the bottom line. Let's get the tape measure and check it out. So, and I'm wearing gloves because this is, covered in oil, basically. 4 5/8 overall width, and that matches what Keedex has for it. Overall height, 8 1/8. That is correct. And this is going to be for your typical 86 edge government style mortise lock. The reference to those lock manufacturer part numbers is a reference to the physical dimensions of where the spindle hole is, where the cylinder hole is, and where the post holes are. Now you can see that those 4 post holes around the spindle hole are not symmetrical, and that's because a couple of them are for Schlage and a couple of them are for Sargent sort of situation. What's nice about the diagram, the dimensional drawing below this video, if you've noticed it, shows you where these are all laid out. Okay, so referencing it off of the top of the lock case is not the way that I would necessarily go about doing it, because your overall height is 8 1/8, but you can ascertain compatibility by determining the center from where the cylinder is down to the function holes are, and so that you can cross-reference to make sure that this will work with the lock you're using, and perhaps you're going to use it with a lock that's not listed here that might have the same sort of templating required, such as some import locks that I have I know will fit into very similar templating. So holding our tape measure to the top, we got that 2-inch dimension to the cylinder. So looking down below that, there's a series of additional dimensions: 5 1/8, 5 1/4, 5 13/16, 6 3/8, 6 1/2. So as I'm holding this up, you can kind of eyeball that and get the idea that those dimensions from the top to the center of these holes is going to be what you're looking for. What's really not drawn out here, but it is listed, is the backset, of course. 2 3/4 is going to be the standard for this sort of situation, and that's going to be the edge to the center of the hole. So really, your lock case is going to flush off to the edge of this box, and it's an eighth of an inch larger than 8-inch, and that's going to account for the material thickness of the welded box itself. Made of 10-gauge steel. It's substantial. Whatever you're installing this onto is going to be just as strong as the mortise lock that you're putting into it when you're using this. Keedex is, like I said earlier, a full-line manufacturer of all things gate box related, but not only that, a comprehensive offering of locksmithing tools as well. Any questions on the Keedex KBXMOR1-10G or any other Keedex product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.